Hello and welcome. Janet Beckers here with your wonderful web TV tip of the week. Great question this week that I'm answering from Helen Goldstein. Great question about how do you pick yourself up in the face of total public adversity. For example, if you've just had the launch from hell. Got some really good tips for you, Helen, because I have had a fair share of very public adversity. So I will share with you the way that I have found to be able to not just recover, but how to actually turn it to your advantage. See you on the inside. This is such a great question from Helen, and thank you so much for asking it, because I tell you what, Helen, so many people, the fear of really stuffing up publicly is the thing that stops them from taking action. And this is not just something I'm plucking out of the air. It's actually as a result of surveys that I've run when I've asked people what's the main thing holding them back. Absolutely number one was the fear of making an idiot out of themselves, and everybody going, who do you think you are? So number one in your recovery from any kind of public humiliation, Helen's given the example of the launch from hell, is first of all, you know what? Congratulate yourself, because very few people actually put themselves out there, take a risk and do anything anyway. So number one is, you know what? Celebrate that you made a fool out of yourself, or that you flopped. Celebrate to start with, because now we can move over to number two, which is what advantages, what can you take out of this? What lessons have you got? So to do that, you have to step back and take yourself out of the equation. Now, this is a difficult thing to do, because as entrepreneurs, they're our ideas, our risks, our implementing, our failures. So let's turn it around. It is not a failure. This is a lesson. And because it's a lesson, it becomes a win straight away, okay? So I have lost track of how many things I've implemented that just did not work the way that I wanted them to. Or that, you know, for me, was such a total stuff up that, you know, I just thought, oh, how embarrassing, I've just made rookie mistakes. Really, take yourself out of it, okay? Because it is your business, it is not you, okay? You are separate. So look at this in a very dispassionate way, saying, okay, what actually worked? What were some things that were through this project that I've done, whatever it I've done, what were some things that actually worked? Okay, so why did they work? How can I amplify that? Okay, now let's look at what didn't work. And very often those things that didn't work are, you know, things that you can look at and go, well, perhaps I didn't get enough good people backing me. I didn't spend, you know, I could have perhaps spent longer nurturing those relationships, or communicating better, or setting different deadlines, whatever. Whatever it was, you can look at it and go, okay, well, that doesn't mean the whole thing was a failure. Can I do this again, but do those parts better? It may only be, you don't have to throw every single thing out like the baby with the bathwater. You know, just choose the bits that you can fix, and can you do that better? Is it worth it? Take yourself out of it. It's nothing about you being the failure. Look at what worked, what didn't work. Twist, you know, test, tweak, rinse, repeat, do it better. Just move on, okay? The next thing is a little bit of a self-awareness here, and this comes from the stepping back, taking yourself out of the equation, is just be aware, you know what? Not that many people are really looking at you. You might think that you're putting it out to the world, but really people are so consumed with themselves that, you know, they're not really that obsessed with you. They might go, oh, that didn't work, or that was a bit quiet, or, oh, is she really wearing that? Don't worry. That people's attention moves on to something else because they're consumed with themselves, okay? It's just life. We are consumed with ourselves. So as Helen put in here in the that I've got here was, you know, she had to pick herself up again, you know, after the launch from hell, hid under her blanket for 2 months and sucked her thumb, kind of. So, you know, just remember that honestly, nobody's really watching for that long. They may only look for a week, and then that's it. They've moved on to the next thing. So it's okay. You can come out from hiding from underneath that blanket, because really, people are just waiting to see what you're going to do next. They're not expecting you to just hide, okay? So the important things there is, it is a lesson, it is an opportunity, it is a chance for, first of all, you to celebrate that you actually did something when most people don't. Take yourself out of the equation, look at things dispassionately, and just remember that you can walk back out there, because honestly, nobody's looking that closely. They're only going to be looking to see what you're doing next, and it is going to rock because you've learnt some lessons from those first mistakes. So go out there, take action, take the risk, and be prepared to fail, okay? Because there are going to be times you're going to fail if that's how you decide that you're going to view it. Instead, go out there, prepare to take action, and be prepared to learn some really good lessons so next time you totally rock, okay? Love to hear for you. How do you cope with it? I'd really love to hear that. So share some comments down below, any tips that you can share with other people, any experiences you've got. I'd love to hear your stories. Okay, please share down below, and if you think that this will help any of your friends in business, please share it along, because I've got a lot of people I want to help and I need your help to do it. Okay, bye.